Hi, welcome to AmyAllenTV, day 37. The scale finally budged to 205. So that's a total of 35 pounds in 37 days. I feel much, much better now that the scale has moved. Now yesterday, you remember I told you I started the couch to 5K, and this morning, a friend of mine's been begging me to meet her at Body Pump. She said it's a great class. Well, I get to Body Pump, and you know, it is a great class. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to start doing it Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:15 at HealthWorks. And I get in there, and this is a funny story. The teacher comes in, she goes, "Amy Denson's in the house. What do I do to deserve such?" I was like, "Girl, I got fat again. I got to come back and exercise." Well, Sarah Ricker's her name, and you're gonna meet her next week because we're gonna film from HealthWorks and Body Pump so y'all can see all this, push all this up, because it is not pretty. I was telling them this afternoon. I was telling some friends that when it got time to do push-ups, they said if you're beginners and you're new, just add a couple of more steps to the step. And that'll get you a little bit more elevated. You don't have as far to go. So I added 10 steps. So I was just standing like I was standing straight up against a wall and pushing like this. They thought it was cute. But anyway, Sarah Ricker's story. The reason why she did that is because in 2009, her team was against my team in the fitness challenge. Well, we ended up, I told y'all, winning the fitness challenge, running straight for the border. Now, look at all 205 pounds of this. Now, I want to know who gets the last laugh. Sarah Ricker, who came in second, or Amy Allen, that came in first. Sarah is now a certified fitness instructor. She gets to wear that little thing and talk to us, you know. I'm in the back of the class so afraid my pants are going to fall off. I said, well, by golly, if they fall off and I'm on the last row, Sarah's the only one that's going to see it. And then I looked around, there were all these mirrors. And then I knew I was screwed because I just walked around like this, you know, the whole rest of the time. But anyway, Sarah, on the last week of the competition, brings Miss Burson, who was my teammate, and my sister Ashley, who was my teammate. She brings us all chocolate-covered pretzels with little sprinkles and then dipped in chocolate, hoping that she was going to be able to win, but she didn't know. I just gave that to my sister and went on about my business. I mean, not my sister, Josie or Abby, and went on about my business and still won. Now, I said all this today because why am I on this juice fast and Sarah's there? And I mean, it's funny, we've joked with each other for years about this, but I just really want to tell y'all that this juice fast, I hope this is my last round with this obese business. I don't ever want the doctor to check morbidly obese again in my lifetime. I went to see Little Women tonight, and a friend of mine, Steve and Melanie, you're going to meet them Sunday. They're the ones who brought Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead to us to watch over Thanksgiving holiday. I bring them the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. So you tell me which one of them got the better deal, them or me. But anyway, we sat over dinner tonight at a place called Fat Boys, and they had ribs, and Josie had a chicken salad, and Steve had a chicken salad, and I noticed that Julie and Melanie shared a plate and everything, and Tracy and I drank blueberry, blackberry, and grapefruit juice. So that was good. And you know what? They had several questions for us, like, are we bothering you? And I've always wondered, like, what people on the other end are thinking, like, should I eat this? How many times do I chew in front of them? You know they're watching me. But you know what? It really doesn't bother me. When I was telling Tracy on the way to Arkadelphia that, you know, last night cooked that beautiful meal for Josie Ray's birthday meal. Everyone said it was delicious. But today, the thought of it, I don't know if it was preparing so much or what, but the thought of it actually nauseated me a little bit. So, I don't know. I don't know, you know, what to say about that. I will say that, well, I don't even remember what I was going to say. I know this. I know I wanted to tell y'all that I've got 2 pounds left before the red goes to orange on the BMI morbidly obese. And when I'm going to tell you, I'm going to plan something big when I hit that orange, because it's going to change my backdrop on my weight tracker. It's going to do wonders for me, and I think that it's going to do a lot for my self-esteem. Now, I mean, I don't know. To me, when you start losing all this weight, even though I've lost 35 pounds, to me, it takes someone huge like me, it takes a long time to see results. Now, I know yesterday I told y'all that I had spent a lot of time in black sweatpants. Well, if for any of y'all that know about black sweatpants, you can wear a extra large whether you weigh 150 pounds or whether you weigh 250 pounds. The pockets just sometimes bust out and the stripes go like this. That's the only difference. I mean, you can sit in those for days and it not matter. So, I mean, I'm excited to be in clothes again that I guess are, you know, other than black sweatpants. I'm excited about my boots, and I'm excited about, you know, lots of things. But to me, I never have really, you know, focus on my body like I do when I'm losing weight. And I'm obsessed, like with the scale. Like, I'll TT a little, and if like 3 dribbles come out, I'll weigh again, hoping that it goes down. I mean, just obsessive, you know, with the scale business. So today my panties must have weighed a whole lot, because I stepped on the scale and it said 207. I was like, well, crap, I'll take my panties off. And I really didn't want to go that far because I was late and in a hurry, and Abby had forgotten her lunch. But I was like, all right. So I took my panties off, and then I weighed 205. So those must be some, well, I told y'all before, I wear some serious apparatuses to get all of this and all of that. So, you know, that could have been part of it. But 2 pounds for a pair of panties? I had never heard of such. It reminded me of like Big Mama, you know, in the scene in Big Mama when they go, and they're like that big. Well, mine don't look like that, but they must stretch out really far, because mine look like that, but then they've got to go out like that. So I guess that's where the poundage came from. But anyway, I'm real excited about the 205. I felt good today. I know that y'all are wondering probably about when Sarah Ricker called me Amy Denson. Well, what happened was a couple of years ago, I went through a divorce, and I just got the feeling that name was kind of smothering me, and I felt like I needed to be free of that chain. And so for $160, all I did was go to the courthouse and tell them I wanted to change my last name to Allen. I mean, I could have changed it to Peppermint Patty for $160, but Allen was my mother's maiden name. And I love my mother, and I loved my grandmother, and I probably would have loved my grandfather, but he died of a brain aneurysm before I was born. So that's why I chose that name. And, you know, my kids, you know, they want to know about my name change and everything. They want to know, could they change their name too? I said, no, when you get married, you can change your name. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. But anyway, so I wanted to clear that up, because everybody asked me, you know, did I remarry and all that kind of stuff. No, Amy Allen, it sounds great on stage, I think, and it honors my mother, and it honors my grandmother, and so I just love that name. All right, I want to tell y'all this. I've got 16 miles to go before I complete my challenge. And it's going to be a neat challenge, because I'm going to be leaving for Nashville Monday morning after my workout. And I've got to be done with the challenge before then, because it was only from February 1st to February 28th. So, I've got to get in 14 miles, I think she said, 16 or 14, I can't remember, between now and Monday morning. So that'll be fun and that'll be easy. Andrea and I are going to continue on in the morning at the track from our couch to 5K, which is going to be 2 miles. And so that leaves me down, but I'm going to get my t-shirt, and it's a dry fit t-shirt too, so that's nice. And I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about tomorrow. The children and I are going to enter a little fitness challenge that Union County is putting on. That's cool, because last time one of my team, we won the whole thing again. See, I was real good after my mother's stroke. I gave up hard liquor for a little bit, and just drank a couple of beers. And when I say a couple of beers, that to me, like when the doctor limits you to 2 beers a day, and you go get one of those Heineken kegs and you call it one, well, that's what that was. It was not that big of a deal, so don't get all excited. But anyway, I'm being flashed at, which means that I'm going to run out of time. I've enjoyed y'all. Gotten me from halfway from Arkadelphia back home. So thank y'all so much for AmyAllenTV, day 37, weight of 205. Good night.